Guests and graduates, please stand for the presentation of the colors by our NJROTC cadets and the singing of our national anthem by the Mesa Ridge Choir. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Graduates, please remove your caps. Please remain silent until the colors have left the floor. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Levka Kraft. I'm principal of Mesa Ridge High School, and I would like to thank the senior class choir and orchestra council's president, Aaron Welch, who got us started this evening, and band council president Emily Whalen for the direction of the national anthem. Thank you also to NJROTC for the presentation of the colors. Before we begin this evening, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge those members of our community who have served our country in the armed forces. When I call out the information, would you please stand and remain standing until all groups have been called? Please stand if you have served in our armed forces in the past. Please stand. Please stand if you are currently serving in the military. And graduates, this one counts for you too. Please stand if you plan to serve in the future. If you are a family member of a service member and have served in support of someone else to take care of your family while the service member has served our country, please stand so we can thank you as well. Thank you all for your service to our country and our community. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge former graduates of our district schools. Will you please stand if you graduated from a Widefield School District High School at any point? Now, will our Grizzly grads please stay standing? If you graduated from Mesa Ridge, please stay standing. And now I would like to recognize those of you that are current or former District 3 employees. If you're a current or former District 3 employee, will you please stand? Thank you all. All of your work for supporting the students in our district does not go unrecognized. I would like to take just a moment to acknowledge the dignitaries who are joining me on the stage this evening. When I call your name, will you please stand to be recognized? Mr. Kevin Duran, Superintendent, Mr. Kirk Zateka, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Aaron Hoffman, Executive Director, Mr. Carlos Gonzalez, School Board President, Mr. Gregory Fisher, School Board Vice President, Mr. David Dock, School Board Treasurer, Mr. Neil Nelson, School Board Member, Ms. Donna Walsh, School Board Member, Mr. Daniel Jordan, Assistant Principal, Mr. Brian Petzold, Assistant Principal, and at the back of students seating this evening, we have Mr. Juan Saceta, Dean of Students, and Mr. Mike Felice, Athletic Director. Thank you. You all may be seated. I'd like to thank all of our dignitaries for being here tonight to recognize the accomplishments of the class of 2023. I would also like to recognize the Mesa Ridge staff members who are seated on each side of the graduates. Mesa Ridge staff, would you please stand to be recognized? Staff, would you please be seated? This year, we do have a number of staff members who are retiring or graduating, if you will, with the class of 2023. Some of these staff members are seated here tonight. Others are elsewhere in the arena supporting our ceremonies, but I would like to recognize our retiring graduates this evening. When I call your name, will you please stand? Mr. Chip McAnulty, Mr. Bill McMaster, Mr. James Wadenya, Mr. Carl Burgess, Mr. Russell Whiteley, and Ms. Amanda Turner. Among our retirees are 3 illustrious OGs, original Grizzlies, who opened Mesa Ridge and have served it faithfully since 1997. Ms. Karen Morin, Ms. Kelly Feeney Kuchar, and Ms. Holly Ward. Thank you to all of our retirees, and especially to our OGs for all that you have done for our school. Friends and family, on behalf of the entire staff of Mesa Ridge High School, I would like to thank you for being here and attending this evening's ceremony to celebrate and support the class of 2023. And now I'd like you to take just a moment, show our seniors some love Will you please shout, applaud, and yell for these graduates and all that they have accomplished? Now that's a packed house. I would now like to introduce Abby Sevar, our student body president, who will welcome everyone this evening. Abby is headed to Colorado State University at Pueblo next year to study nursing. She is joined this evening by an entire cheering section of parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, siblings, and family friends. Abby?
Good evening, respected guests amongst the community, staff, family members, friends, and of course, my fellow graduates. It is a great honor to be standing up here tonight as a representation of the class of 2023, and I would like to take this opportunity to remind ourselves of why we are all here. Each one of us journeyed down independent roads as we navigated our ways through high school and overcame each bump in the road, no matter how hard it may have hit us. And at last, we made it to the same destination. Of all the emotions each of us feels throughout the course of this milestone in our lives, I hope you carry pride in who you are and who you aspire to be. It is not every day that you get to be recognized for all of your accomplishments and hard work, so make sure to enjoy every moment and take in every hardship, passion, success, failure, and obstacle that pushed you to be sitting here in front of me right now. Throughout our adolescence, all we ever wanted to do was grow up. We dreamed of being taller, faster, wiser, and couldn't wait for the days where we could experience freedom from our parents who wish we could stay young forever. We went from reading picture books to chapter books, taking spelling tests to writing essays, being friends with everyone to finding the people who we truly fit in with, begging our parents to stay up later to dreading the nights we had to stay up late finishing AP assignments and homework, rushing life to wishing it could slow down, and hopefully by now taking steps to making your dreams become reality. It feels like just yesterday I was getting my graduation certificate for completing the 5th grade. At that moment, I felt as if my whole life was completed, and I couldn't be more excited to move on past elementary school. If only it was all that simple. This graduation is different. It is the real deal. This time, the next chapter isn't laid out for us. We all may be aspiring doctors, architects, engineers, mechanics, entrepreneurs, and so much more. We have to make decisions on our own, lead ourselves down the right paths, and take on the responsibilities of more than just showing up to class and doing our homework. Of all the things you may or may not have listened to throughout my speech, the one thing I hope sticks with you is to always be who you are and be confident in yourself to achieve the unachievable. Though easier said than done, and even I struggle with this concept still, everything will always work out how it's meant to be. Jennifer Garner once said, "Fight for what makes you optimistic about the world. Find it, insist on it, dig into it, and go after it." There's no doubt in my mind that we will make a difference in this world, and I wouldn't want to be a part of any other class than that of the Mesa Ridge Grizzlies 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Abby, for welcoming everyone here tonight. It is my pleasure to take just a moment and introduce the elected and top-ranking seniors and their families. You've already met Abby, but please allow me to introduce our senior class president, Annalicia Wise. The senior class salutatorian, Haley Dewey. And our class of 2023 valedictorian is Jamie Lynn Dees. I would like to invite Jamie Lynn to the podium for her valedictory address. Jamie Lynn is graduating with a 4.48 GPA. She plans to attend the University of Wyoming and major in zoology, and her parents and siblings are here tonight to support her. Jamie Lynn.
Each of our 4 years here have been drastically different in some way, from COVID happening to getting an entirely new administration to having a schedule that could change halfway through the year. As frustrating as it may have been, it's exposed us to constant change. If there's one thing we've learned from high school, it's how to adapt to that change. And that's extremely important for us because we are experiencing one of our biggest life changes right now. As we take our diplomas and say goodbye to the system that we've known for over 12 years. For a lot of us, this change means leaving behind our friends, moving away from our family, and throwing ourselves into adulthood whether we're ready or not. But it also means taking the opportunity to show the world who we truly are and who we want to become. It's a chance for us to change of our own accord, no longer piloted by someone else's schedule. We're no longer subject to an 8-hour school schedule or waking up at 6 a.m., unless you choose to, but I'm definitely not doing that. A lot of us will start setting our own curfews and our own rules, which will be awesome, but it may turn out to be bittersweet. The one thing I will advise of all of you is to not forget who got you here, who encouraged you, pushed you, and supported you every step of the way. I'd like to take a moment now to thank the people that did that for me. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for supporting all of my decisions and letting me be independent while also never failing to be here for me. Thank you, Jesslyn, Jackson, and Jenica, for being my best friends, being willing to drop everything in order to help me when I needed it, and having impromptu parties with me when I needed a break from school. Thank you, Mr. Dyer, for encouraging me to personalize my work in and out of school and helping me find confidence in myself and my writing. And lastly, thank you 1,000 times, Mr. Verano, for helping me realize that I am more than just my schoolwork. Thank you for being real with me and with all your students and making it known that it's okay to struggle. Even though APUSH is arguably the worst class, and I know so many people are going to back me up on that, I'd take it again and again just to be in the comforting atmosphere of your classroom. Class of 2023, I know that all of you are going to do great things with your lives. As soon as you walk off the stage, you are walking into a new chapter of your life. So now's the time for you to decide what that's going to look like. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie Lynn, for your inspiring message. It is my honor to present the first diploma for the class of 2023 to Jamie Lynn Christine Dees. I would now like to invite Haley Dewey to the podium. Haley is graduating as our salutatorian with a 4.43 GPA. She is heading to the University of Colorado at Denver to study pre-medicine in order to prepare to eventually become an orthopedic doctor. Tonight, her parents, sister, grandparents, uncles, and several family members are here to cheer her on. Haley?
Hi guys. Family, friends, teachers, distant relatives, and whoever else that came, I hope you're doing well. Imagine this. You're a freshman in high school thinking you know everything, of course, teased by upperclassmen, not having as many responsibilities. Then bam, suddenly out of nowhere, your life is turned upside down by a little microscopic virus. Then you realize, maybe I don't really know everything there is to know. That's how our first year of high school was. Jumping back and forth between computers and at school, with schedules changing almost every semester. Our high school experience was nowhere near a normal one, even after the major effects of the pandemic. However, we persevered through, which little by little led to today. All the work and stress is finally paying off. Over the coming years, it is possible that you might forget a math formula here, the name of some rock there, some historical dude that invented a random bill. Some things you'll never forget, however, are the important facts, like that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, of course. And then there will be memories that will stay with us forever, as well as the fun days in classes with teachers or at lunch with friends. And the fact that there is no love at Mesa Ridge. I know many of us are excited to go explore, live on our own, stay out past curfew, but whether we admit it or not at the moment, there will be days that we will miss being this young. For one, I don't know I'll miss all the free food and having 2 months off to stay up until 6 a.m. every day. But in all seriousness, many friends and teachers will be missed. We have a lot to look forward to, whether that will be striving for a dream career or being more independent. Seniors, I have faith in your ability to conquer what you face. We already dealt with the pandemic. How much worse can it get? Don't think too much about that. Concluding this speech, I would like to thank everyone who's always supported me, whether you helped me from the beginning or taught me a lesson to help me grow into who I am now. Congratulations, seniors. Now let us conquer our future.
Thank you, Haley. Haley's right. Our lives were upended and changed forever, but we all have much to look forward to. And I'm proud to award our next diploma to the salutatorian, Haley Lynn Dewey. Earlier this evening, Abby Ray Sevar, Student Body President, delivered some welcome remarks, and I would like to present her diploma. Abby, would you please come forward to receive your diploma? Abby Ray Sevar. I would like to take just a moment to recognize the honored educators that were chosen by the class of 2023. Each year, we ask the seniors to identify those teachers that have had a lasting impact on their lives. Many of these honored teachers are here with us tonight. When I call your name, would you please stand and be recognized? And audience, we have a bit of a list, and so if you would please hold your applause until all names have been read, I would appreciate it. I'd like to begin with Ms. Sarah Rust from French Elementary, Mr. Gregory Giese from King Elementary, Mr. Brian Lubitsch, Pinello Elementary, Ms. Heather Olson, Sunrise Elementary, Mr. Andy Hamill, Talbot Elementary, Ms. Tuesday Garcia, Venatucci Elementary, Mr. Doug Scott, Webster Elementary, Ms. Debbie Cassidy, Widefield Elementary, Mr. Jacob Reel, Janitel Junior High School, Mr. John Karbowski, Sproul Junior High School, Mr. Tyler McKay, Watson Junior High School, Mr. Jeremy Caleb, Mesa Ridge High School, and Mr. Christopher Verano, Mesa Ridge High School. Thank you all. You may be seated. I appreciate all of the efforts of our teachers on behalf of our students. The teachers here tonight truly demonstrate the lasting impact that an educator can have on the life of a child. And at this time, I would like to invite our senior class president, Annalicia Wise, to deliver the senior class address. Annalicia is headed to the Colorado School of Mines to study mechanical engineering. Her parents, sisters, and her niece are here to cheer her on tonight. Annalicia?
Good evening. I would like to start by saying thank you to everyone here supporting us graduates on this special moment of our lives. I would like to personally thank my mom, my dad, my sisters, my niece, my grandma, my aunt, my boyfriend Tevin, and everyone else here to support me today. I love and appreciate you all more than you will ever know. Now to my fellow graduates. 12 years led to this moment right here, and wow, how we've been wishing it to come faster every year we were in school. What seemed so far in elementary school flew right by, and now we are sitting here today, able to decide our future. You may have made friends along the way with people you have never expected to. Our class of 2023 is amazingly diverse, and while we were in different groups, we all knew there was always a place for us here at Mesa Ridge, and so on to support us. Whether that was your friend group or your very trusted teachers who would let you sit in their room and spill all the drama going on. I mean, let's be honest here, those teachers probably enjoyed it just as much as you. Our class here is something special. We have had what felt like a journey of a lifetime to get here tonight. To think of the transitions we have made from preschool to elementary school, to middle school, to high school, and to now, well, whatever we decide for ourselves. The thought is both exciting and scary because we are now letting a class of people who studied online for a year and a half and those who solely depended on Quizlet to get good grades out into the world to dictate the future. But on a serious note, our class of 2023 has overcame many obstacles to get here tonight, and as everyone knows, COVID was one of them. It made everyone unmotivated to continue to push through, but graduates, I'm happy to say our senioritis that kicked in freshman year after COVID did not stop us from graduating. We all have made memories here at Mesa Ridge that we may later on tell our kids. You have built connections with many students and staff members. You may have had that one class that made every day a little bit better. You may have played a sport or even gone to the games, or you may have had that club that you'll forever remember. There may also be the memories like the people in the halls that didn't walk fast enough for you, the time the hall smelled terrible because people thought it was a funny idea to put stink bombs in the hall, or the times you were awkwardly trying to get places but were obstructed by the presence of PDA, which Mr. Jordan was very passionate about not happening. In his words, there is no love here at Mesa Ridge. Sorry, Mr. Jordan, I don't think it stuck. High school is an important time to remember, so whatever your memories may be, hold on to them and be ready to make more during your adventure to adulthood. Class of 2023, I wish you all the best in your future, and I have confidence you can achieve anything you put your minds to and wish you all nothing but success. I speak not only for myself, but everyone here when I say I am proud of you. Thank you.
I present our next diploma to Annalicia Charlotte Maxine Wise. At this time, I would like to invite our music students to please report to the music area. While our musicians prepare, I just want to take a moment to thank everyone who has helped to make today possible. Many hours went into preparations for today, and the work is not yet done. Thank you to our counselors, custodians, secretaries, and the administrative team for their hard work and dedication to make this evening special. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please help me thank the staff that put together tonight's graduation ceremony? And now, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this performance of Let Freedom Ring by John Moss and O Fortuna by Carl Orff, performed by our award-winning music department. Thank you, Mesa Ridge musicians, for yet another outstanding performance. And a special thank you to our music department staff, Mr. Phil Olivas and Mr. Dylan Glass, instrumental music directors, Ms. Elizabeth Handy, vocal music director, Ms. Jenna Noble, orchestra director, Ms. Jennifer Girding, accompanist, and Ms. Shelby McNeil, director of the Color Guard and Winter Guard. It is now my distinct honor to introduce Dr. Eric Huffman, who many of you know. Dr. Huffman is a 2004 graduate of Mesa Ridge High School. He attended both King and Sunrise Elementary Schools, as well as Janitel Junior High. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Science from College America, a Master's of Science in Project Management from Colorado Technical University, and a doctorate in management from the University of Phoenix. In addition to his professional ventures, Dr. Huffman makes time to serve as president of Pikes Peak Robotics and as the Mesa Ridge Sprints coach. Those of you that know him know that he is quick to celebrate others and their accomplishments. And yet, to get that much information out of him was an act of, let's just say, divine intervention. Dr. Huffman is very humble and does not seek praise or recognition for all of his hard work, so therefore it is my job. And I would like to recognize all of his accomplishments, but I understand through stalking him online that that would take me all night, so let me just hit some highlights. In 2012, Dr. Huffman established Handshake Leadership, a cybersecurity education consulting firm. In 2018, he was named the Mayor's Young Leader of the Year and the Pikes Peak Region Small Business Young Entrepreneur of the Year. In 2019, he presented at TEDx, and his presentation was titled Human Hacking, the Psychology Behind Cybersecurity. His work has taken him from private industry to the highest levels of American government and defense. And through it all, he has demonstrated an unwavering devotion to giving back to his community. He recently told me that he lives by the motto that if you are fortunate enough to receive, you should be fortunate enough to give back and to help your community because your community is your home. At Mesa Ridge High School and in Widefield School District, we are incredibly grateful for his support and his leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Dr. Eric Huffman.
I was told that if I did not mention the track team, I would not leave here very safe. If you did not know, last weekend, the track team kind of went crazy. Not not two, not three, but 4 state championships. And my last note on this is, I did not think I would have a voice, because when I saw seniors Janice Everett, Ramari Facey, and Danae Kennard, with our sophomore Olivia Clay, break the state meet record in the 4x1, I was hoarse as Mr. Ed. It's pretty crazy. But friends, family, colleagues, staff, administration, how y'all doing? What's up, Mesa? What's up, Mesa? Class of 2023, many classes have came before you. Some of those have been challenged to innovate, ideate, and create in times of technology need and advancement. Some classes have been called to fight among corruption and disruption in society. Some graduating classes have been told to uphold the high standards that are currently going on at that point in time in their community. But class of 2023, you're different. In the age of social media, technology, and AI, I call upon you all to give us what we need most: humanity. I'm sure all of you have been asked, what are you going to do after graduation? What are you going to be after graduation? But I'm going to ask you all, who are you going to be after graduation? Because doctor, nurse, lawyer, astronaut, mechanic, that is your title. And that title does not tell me who you are. In a few moments, you'll all be graduates, and that's absolutely fantastic. But did you go through it, or did you grow through it? Because life is much like school in this regard. You could pass a test and still not understand the lesson. You could go through a very difficult time in your life and learn nothing from it. So what you go through, you must grow through. Each of you should not think about how, but think about execution. Don't think about now, but think about your evolution. Who are you going to be? Where are you going to be? For you to do this, you should create milestones, not destinations in life. When you reach a destination, you're done. You're there. You've achieved that. You stop. You've made it. That destination becomes your destiny. However, completion is the best friend of stagnation. And if you stand still, I promise you the world will not wait for you. You must continue to move. So is graduation your destiny? Is your profession your destiny? Or is there more for you out there? Is there more to you internally? Ask yourself what's next. And this is through success and failures. I know this is a time of celebration, but I hate to break your hearts. You will fail. I failed timeless times, and I will fail again. If you do not fail, you're not expanding yourself enough. You're not challenging yourself enough. You're not growing at the pace in which you should grow. You are stagnant. And if you fail and then you stop, one must ask the question, is failure your destiny? Which it should not be. My first attempt at my doctorate was just that, my first attempt. Within that first year, my grandmother passed away, and this is Mama's mom. So if your family's from the South, you know Mama's mom is Big Mama. Big Mama was my heart. They could have told me, Eric, you could just put your name on a piece of paper and we will graduate you that instant, and I just would not do it. I thought about the times I didn't call, the years I didn't call. And I thought about my mom and seeing her go through that moment by herself, and there's nothing I could do as her son. So at that moment, I knew who I was far more important than what I wanted to become. So I failed. Then I called another university, could not go back to that university, too embarrassed. They said, we'll accept you. However, you have to start over. You know what? Let's start over. Let's do it. Class 1. Class 1 is, welcome to your doctorate. We all love you. It's not going to be that hard. You're going to change the world with your dissertation. It's all roses. Failed that class. Signed up again. There's nothing wrong with me now. Failed that class again. The third time, my academic advisor called me and said, Eric, there's people here that think you should not be here. You have one more attempt to take this class. I focused. I locked all the way in. And I failed. Heartbroken. Tears. Not sure who I was or where I was going. So I prayed. And I got a call later at night, and it was my academic advisor and said, Eric, we reviewed your class and you won't believe it. You actually passed by 1 point. And I'm like, are you kidding me? They're like, where's the cameras at? Are you absolutely kidding me? The rest was history. Took the chance, never looked back. So, who should you be? That is not my question to answer. However, I do have a couple of suggestions for you. Be the person who says, I love you too often. You never know who needs it, and you never know who's going through something. Your number may be the hotline someone should have called that day. Be someone who gives, not money. I'm talking time. Time is far more valuable than the dollar will ever be. Every moment I give, I love that more than every moment I just take and I just sit down and I focus on myself. Every dollar I've given has meant more than every dollar I have earned, and I promise you that. Be the person that develops solutions and that doesn't just think about problems. If you talk about problems, problems will manifest. If you talk about solutions, you will architect those. And all of you will be an architect of a community. I need you. Honestly, we need you. We need people more than we need computers. We need hearts more than we need processors. We need memories of family and friends much more than we need a Call of Duty, much more than we need an NBA 2K. Love those games just as much as you do. And if you play games, much like I do, you know, as you travel through life, when you meet a new character, when you see a new door, when something starts to change, you know you're on the right path. If things are stagnant, you're sitting still. Class of 2023, I'm asking you, would you build with us, minds and hearts, as long as you can build and be your profession as well, be the best version of yourself? And I love you all, I promise. Congratulations. Much love.
I took notes. Thank you, Dr. Huffman, so much for being here. The Mesa Ridge High School class of 2023 is truly an outstanding class. Families, you know the challenges that they have faced in the past few years, and in fact, you lived those challenges with them. And despite that, these students have accomplished much, and they will go on to accomplish great things. I want to tell you just a little bit more about this class. Of our 251 seniors, 196 of them have been together at Mesa Ridge for all 4 years. 157 of them have been together since 8th grade. 5 of those came from Sproul Junior High, 46 from Watson, and 106 from Janitel. Most impressively, 74 of our seniors have attended Widefield School District 3 since kindergarten. Seniors, if you are one of those, please stand up. Now stay standing if you're one of the 24 who went to preschool here also. Well, you know where our Grizzlies come from. Let's talk about where they are headed. Grizzlies, when I read your future plans, please stand. 45% of you plan to attend a 4-year college or university. Stand up if that's you. If you are the first person in your family to go to college, stay standing. From one first-generation college grad to another, you can do this. I'm proud of you. 22% of you plan to go to 2-year trade school or technical college. Stand up if that's you. 24% of you plan to directly enter our workforce and keep the engine of our economy running. Please stand up if you are entering the workforce directly. And finally, please stand if you are among the 9% of our graduating class who plan to serve our country in the military. Thank you. You may be seated. This senior class has earned more than $8.4 million in scholarships so far. Please give our seniors a well-deserved round of applause. High school is about much more than classes. It's about getting to know yourself. It's about pursuing your dreams and exploring your interests. It's about balancing all of those commitments, which can be very challenging, And because of that challenge, I want to highlight some of the accomplishments of these seniors. If you participated in sports at Mesa Ridge High School, please stand. Stay standing if you are a league or regional champion. And some of you are state champs. Stay standing if you're a state champion. I would also like to point out very quickly, some of you are academic all-state athletes. If you're an academic all-state athlete, would you please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. It's not easy to balance the demands of your classes and the demands of your sport, and we are very proud of you. If you participated in performing arts, band, color guard, orchestra, choir, or theater, please stand up. If you participated in the fine arts, please join them. Thank you, all of you, for filling our lives and our school with music and with art. I also want to recognize those seniors who are members of the State Championship Winter Guard team. Would you please stand if you're a State Champ Winter Guard? Congratulations. Mesa Ridge offers 3 rigorous academic programs as part of Project Lead the Way. If you've been in Project Lead the Way engineering, computer science, or biomedical sciences, please stand. And if you took advanced placement classes at Mesa Ridge, please join them. Stand up and join the PLTW students. AP and PLTW students are engaged in the most rigorous coursework we have available. Now, if you are a national qualifier for HOSA, would you please stay standing? HOSA is part of our Future Health Services professional student organization, and these students are in our PLTW classes. Our school is also proud to participate in the Navy JROTC program. This leadership program prepares students for many possible futures. If you are a JROTC cadet, please stand. Thank you. You may be seated. Career and technical student organizations allow students to learn about and compete in specialized events that take many hours of preparation, practice, and study on top of all of their schoolwork. So I've already had you stand once, but I would like to again see the members of HOSA as well as FBLA and DECA. Would you please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. In Widefield and at Mesa Ridge, we take great pride in preparing our students for many possible futures. I would like to recognize those seniors who earned a career certification this year. Please stand if you are one of the 43 seniors who earned a career certificate in phlebotomy, National Health Science, SB2 Automotive Safety, Construction Packed Core, Plumbing and Electrical Wiring, or Woodworking. And one of these students is a state champion Skills USA electrical wiring winner. That's a thing. Thank you, Ronan. Your hard work and dedication have prepared you all for successful careers. At this time, I would now like to recognize students who are wearing special regalia this evening. The red, white, and blue cord signifies students whose parents have served or are serving in the United States military. These students' lives have been marked by sacrifices that families make to support our armed forces. If you are wearing the red, white, and blue cord, please stand. Thank you, graduates. You may be seated. The white Avid stole signifies that students successfully completed advancement via individual determination, a rigorous program designed to prepare students for college success. These 20 students have earned $2.3 million in scholarships alone. Would you please stand if you are one of the 20 students wearing the Avid stole? Thank you. A number of our students are also wearing the white NHS collar this evening, signifying their membership in the National Honor Society. To be invited to apply for NHS, students must have a minimum GPA of 3.3, and they must demonstrate the 4 pillars of NHS, which are character, scholarship, service, and leadership. Please stand and be recognized if you are wearing the NHS collar. Thank you. Leadership is always challenging. Becoming a leader among one's peers is even more so. Will the members of the student cabinet please stand and be recognized for their commitment to our school? And will the senior members of the Principal's Advisory Council please stand? Thank you. In a normal high school experience, it is a significant achievement to graduate at the top of one's class, but for students whose high school experience was marked by a global pandemic, these achievements are truly extraordinary. If you are wearing the silver cord, please stand up. These students are graduating in the top 15% of their class. The time, dedication, and work it takes for such an achievement is hard to measure. You may be seated. And finally, the students graduating in the top 3% of the class of 2023 are wearing a gold cord. Please stand and be recognized for your truly impressive achievements. Thank you, seniors. You may be seated. Members of the audience, I'm not sure if you noticed the number of students who stood up multiple times tonight. That is because Mesa Ridge students are AND students, A-N-D. Our students are not athletes or academics. They are not college-bound or career-bound. Our students are athletes and artists and musicians and academics and performers, and they are career-minded. And most importantly, our students are kind and they are hardworking. Our students are truly amazing. Please join me in recognizing the class of 2023 one more time. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to present the class of 2023 to receive their diplomas. Mr. Gonzalez, President of our school board, I am honored to certify to the Board of Education that the members of this graduating class have met all requirements and their diplomas should be awarded. Mr. Jordan, Mr. Petzold, members of the Board of Education, will you please prepare the diplomas? It is our tradition to present the first diplomas to our highest honor graduates, representing the top 3% of the graduating class. I would ask our students wearing the gold cord please to come to the stairs at this time. When I call your name, you will step forward to accept your diploma. and then you will stand at center stage and I will present your diplomas first. We've already presented diplomas to Jamie Lynn Dees, valedictorian, and Haley Dewey, salutatorian, so they are standing at center stage. And I'm now going to begin presenting our diplomas to the top 3% in order of their class rank. Our first graduate is Melanie Patrice Chapman. We have a little bit of choreography for our first few, okay? Annalicia-wise, I'm going to call Annalicia forward to stand with the top 3% of the class. She's already received her diploma as well. And next, I'd like to call forward Rashawn Alejandro Facey Jr. Jessica Lene Grogan. Joshua Richard Savage. Emily Ann Whalen. And Joshua Robert Ramberg. Ladies and gentlemen, the students standing before you maintain an average GPA of 4.35, a truly remarkable achievement. Please give them another round of applause. Now our graduates who sit on the stage are going to return to their seats, and the rest of our graduates are going to take the center aisle back down to their seats. So will you guys please return to your seats? Perfect. I told you this part takes a little bit of choreography. Junior ushers, please prepare the rest of the class to receive their diplomas. Mr. Jordan and Mr. Petzold, as soon as our graduates are ready, we are ready for you to award the rest of the diplomas to the class of 2023.
Kieran Trishelle McCormick.
Madison Lynn Marceau.
Sabrina Adele Sanchez.
Nicholas Paul Decker.
Natalie Marie Munoz.
Karis Paige Marcotte.
Victoria Lynn Munoz.
Kaylin Lee Torbert.
Joseph Michael Imes.
Alejandra Torres.
Alondra Eileen Ortiz.
Morgan Taylor Sanders.
Brielle Marie Emerson.
Rowan Dale McCord.
Cypress James Woodley.
Rachel Elizabeth Kopinski.
Jeffrey Robert Brown.
Rebecca Marie Bose.
Danny Arson Allen.
Giovanni Marco Tullio Zeladon.
Abigail May Spencer.
Kayla Noel Martinez.
Michaela Brooke Williams.
Olivia Marie Schneider.
Malachi Deshawn Powell.
Nichelle Natalia Crisculo.
Isabella Maria Cordova Resendez.
Jenna Nicole Ardorf.
Riley Michael Diaz.
Angelina Aurora Aguilar.
Russell Jean White.
Berdalen Fritz Coca-Cola.
Tucker Nathaniel Trevino.
Karina Hope Lee Babalaw.
Elisa Ray Adams.
Jaden Justice Tay Bass.
Cameron Mikael Alexander.
Justin Craig Beamer.
Karsten Edward Nicholas Anagnastu.
Charles Landon Berg.
Jonathan Masangud Barnes.
Kayla Dominique Billings.
Serenity Faith Bast.
David Charles Paul Blay.
Cynthia Marie Benavides Lucero.
Daniel Allen Bottoms.
Olivia Grace Bergman.
Rihanna Sue Bristow.
Dakota Grace Blakey.
Gabriel Alexander Brownlow.
Luke Aaron Bonine.
Jalen May Brucknerberg.
Daniel McClellan Bristow Jr.
Ethan Reed Burke.
Aiden Cole Bremer.
Jaden Cannon.
Emma K. Tracy Burden.
Jacob Landon Kassler.
Jericho James Jeremiah Trevina Cabrera.
Carver Cortez Cheeks.
Marianne Alexis Carpenter.
Jordan Andrew Connor.
Carlos Angel Ceja.
Cooper William Cordner.
Alyssa Lee Colangelo.
Ashton Cruz.
Avery Allen Cooper.
Alonso Joshua Cuevas.
Dominic Andrew Costello.
Annalise de la Cruz Seudo.
Alexis Elaine Cueva.
Josiah Victor Donato.
Blake Ashton Culver.
Brayton Elliott Eder.
Milena Grace Delgado.
Isaac Quentin Endris.
Chesney Liel Doan.
Nico Valon Estes.
Landon James Dykstra.
Ramardi Lores Facey.
Cyrus Karan Estes.
Gracie Louise Fink.
Janice Paris Everett.
Anna Melissa Flores Rangel.
Alexander Benjamin Falcon.
Emma Sue Franks.
Casper Flores.
Caleb Michael Gallagher.
Shane Garrett Fowler.
Cameron Nicole Garcia.
Alan
Maca-
Ricardo Frias.
Mackay George.
Frank Gallegos III.
Dejanay Danae Getty.
Allison Marie Garres.
Alexander James Godek.
Cole Travis Gerhardt.
Ronan Henry Magnuson Gordon.
Trey Anthony Jin.
Brandon Richard Harris.
Haley Marie Gonzalez.
Kiana K. Halatora.
Ava Nicole Grasty.
Olivia Grace Hitchens.
Raina Elise Harris.
Kaylin Grace Hoeing.
Asher David Paul Hagato.
Mackay Elijah Hubbard Pitts.
Ariel Elizabeth Hobbs.
Mason Thomas Hunt.
Jordan Simone Holtz.
Anthony Ujek Inuk Jacob.
Lennox Warren Hudson.
Julian TJ Tineni Malta Jacob.
Charlize Ella Hurst.
Mahalia Renee Jones.
Wiley Vinoy Ivory III.
Mayana Duve King.
Beatrice Hara.
Kyle Michael Kinney.
Logan James Darwin Cargi.
Jacqueline Angelique Lecour.
Danea Delise Kennard.
Anthony Landa.
Jessica Caitlin Klein.
Damon Kale Locante.
Kyler Ian Lawler.
Angelina Rosina Luna.
Lauren Joy Lee.
Ruben Alejandro Luna Napoles.
Jalen Jamar Lucas.
Magdalena Maleja Diaz Griffey Majerison.
Diana Luna.
Jaden Elijah Martinez.
Silviano Mata Mace Grimaldo.
Miranda Chayoko Martinez.
Mari Diane Marsh.
Michelle Heaven McGill.
John Josiah Martinez.
Bertrand Novell McKinney Jr.
James Michael Marucci.
Samaria Renee Lynn McNeil.
Tyler Nelson McKinley.
Daniel Gonzalez Mitchell.
Emily Isabella McNeely.
Isaiah Pablo Mondragon.
Gabriel James Mindietta.
Andrew Michael Morris.
Alexander Earl Mall.
Mahel Ileana Munoz Graves.
Matthew John Moore.
Joseph Gregory Murphy IV.
Joseph Dean Mosley.
Jacoby Elijah Nelson.
Amani Nasir Mario.
Xavier Alexander Nelson.
Leilani Ilis Navarro.
Denasia Trinae Oliver.
Robert Matthew Lee Nettie.
Calvin Daniel Ozinski.
Brianna Liz Ortiz.
Seth Samuel Para.
Jameson Lee Owens.
Caleb Vincent Hongyi Perez.
Leandre Kiona Pantoja.
Devin Nathaniel Peters.
Katie Roxanne Peduzzi.
John Elway Pope.
Antonio Roy Perino.
Demetrius Andre Pringle.
Evan Michael Pedersen.
Caden O'Neill Reese.
Alyssa Teagan Presley.
Roslyn Ashley Romero.
Emily Jean Quinnell.
Justini Lawana Sataleo.
Angelina Jubilee Romero.
Madeline Louise Scott.
Trinity Sierra Romero.
Killian Patrick Valor Scher.
Allison Nicole Satula.
Elena Jade Siebert.
Delaney Elijah Scott.
Michael Anthony Skeldum.
David Blake Sherbin.
Morgan Nicole Slako.
Samantha Destiny Cifuentes.
Jared Michael Smith.
Dantes DeAnthony Slayton.
Kelsey Aaliyah Smith.
Zanaya Renee Smiling.
Tyler Joseph Smith.
Caleb James Smith.
Savannah Elise Spinks.
Santana Marie Smith.
Anna Mae Stanwood.
Delaney Sotelo Vasquez.
Michaela Cameron Stewart.
Desrea B. Saray.
Kaya Jolie Tofoya.
Asumi Ayla Sullivan.
Gracie Ami Thomas.
Antonio Xavier Thomas.
Destiny Marie Tuttle.
Sierra Cheyenne Thompson.
Daniel Joseph Behill.
Ryan Alexis Vicari.
Cheyenne Summer Walker.
Cody Michael Vulich.
Aaron Scott Welch.
Landon Matthew Weed.
Robert William Witt.
Alyssa Marie West.
Caden Zachary Wilkins.
Aviana Elise Wicks Doche.
Michaela Sierra Williams.
Andrew Jacob Philip Williams.
Emiliano Zamora.
Harmony Alexis Wooden.
Grizzlies, you are clearly the pride and joy of your families, our school, and our community. Your future is solidly in your hands. You've prepared for it, you've earned it, and I have every confidence in your success. One more time, congratulations to the class of 2023. At this time, I would ask the Mesa Ridge staff, please prepare for the recession of the graduates. And while they get ready, I have just a couple of pieces of business for our guests and our graduates. Parents, families, and guests, you may meet your graduates on the mezzanine level following the recessional. The mezzanine is fully open all the way around the arena. In the interest of safety and city fire codes, no one is permitted on the floor of the World Arena, so please do meet your graduates on the mezzanine level. We appreciate your cooperation with that. And graduates, I have just a couple of words for you. You've made it. You've worked hard. You deserve some rest and some celebration, maybe not even in that order. We are always happy to hear from you. Please keep in touch. Let us know how you're doing, just not tomorrow. Remember that senioritis that kicked in back in August, or to hear our senior class president talk freshman year. I want you to revel in it for the rest of the week. Stay home. Think about all of the underclassmen that have to go to school every day. Embrace your graduation. Take time and enjoy your freedom, and we will look forward to hearing from you sometime next year. Jamie Lynn, Haley, Abby, and Annalicia, will you please join me? Okay, ladies, step to the front. Mesa Ridge class of 2023, you've earned your diploma through commitment, dedication, and persistence. You have persevered through challenges and through joys. You have succeeded, and as Abby told us tonight, go forth and achieve the unachievable. So on your feet, Grizzlies. It's time. The seniors on the stage will lead us in the moving of the tassel. Graduates, raise your right hand to your tassel and move your tassel to the left with all of the conviction that you have to go forward and lead. Congratulations. I'm proud to present the Mesa Ridge High School graduating class of 2023. Junior ushers, will you please begin the recessional for the class of 2023? Thank you everyone for coming this evening. This concludes our ceremony. Good luck, graduates. Congratulations. Enjoy your evening and be safe. Thank you. Junior ushers, would you please lead the seniors out?